Alrighty, Arcane Season 2, Episode 7. This is the final act. I have a pretty good feeling I'm about to watch 3 of the greatest episodes of anything I've ever seen. And I am so locked in for this, it's not even funny, mate. Now, this will be a little bit longer of an intro than usual. If you want to skip all this and go straight to the reaction, there will be timestamps down below and chapters in the video as well. But I just want to get all of my thoughts, my theories, what I expect to happen, what I want to happen, all of that out there before this last act, so you guys have all the context about where my headspace is at going into this. Now, first of all, looking back on the last 2 episodes especially, they really took me by surprise in multiple ways. I love Arcane. I really enjoyed this show. I just didn't realize that I was this invested in what was going on, you know? The way the endings of episodes 5 and 6 really hit me, I didn't know it was like that for me. I found out then. So that's really changed my mindset going into these last 3 episodes in terms of what I'm expecting and how I'm expecting to feel. Now, up to this point, I've been viewing Arcane, and look, I should have known better, and I talked about this last discussion. Especially with what they've been doing with Jinx, I've been viewing this like, you know, Vi and Jinx are gonna work everything out. Maybe they do get Vander back and they all have, you know, their happy family, and what was I even thinking? That's not what Arcane has done at all up to this point, and the ending of episode 6 really confirms that. Now, given everything that could still possibly happen from here, which I'll talk about in a minute, there is still a chance they completely flip on us and actually give us, you know, something mildly happy. I'm not holding on to a lot of hope about that, but all in all, looking back on those last 2 episodes, I wish I could have had better discussions about them. I wasn't as locked in as I wanted to be. I was pretty tired of watching the episodes and doing the discussions because of the emotional roller coasters I'd been on, but those episodes are fantastic. There's so much foreshadowing and great character writing, great callbacks. Obviously, the music choices have been fantastic throughout the whole show, this series especially. So I just want to pay homage to the way that they have written Isha. What a character. She doesn't say a single word, but she has said more than almost any other character this season. Just what she's been for Jinx, all the similarities between Isha and Powder, and then Jinx and Isha to Violet and Powder, for her to then potentially go out the way that she did with one of the best tracks in the whole show playing over one of my favorite scenes now. It's just so well done. But that leads me to my first point, and I think this is pretty obvious to everyone. If Isha and Vander are dead, we're gonna see a lot of Jinx. I think one way or another, no matter where we end up at the end of this, there is going to be some serious Jinx shenanigans going on. We've been on this journey trying to get Powder back, if you will, bring the sisters back together, get the whole family back together, and now that's just absolutely turned to shit. So we're expecting Jinx, and what a character arc this season, by the way, written so well, really sucks you in. It really sucked me in to think that Jinx could be coming all the way back around, and don't get it twisted, there's still a lot that could happen. And I had one little theory about Isha as well. I was wondering if Isha is potentially in some way, shape or form Janna, because the episode that Isha got between Jinx and Vi, you know, Jinx was talking about Janna a lot. There was lots of like symbolism around Janna, like maybe Janna in some way has sent Isha to kind of stop the conflict between the sisters, but then it doesn't really make sense if Isha is then the one to kill Vander and kind of potentially ruin one of the things that was bringing them back together. It was just a theory. I thought it was interesting. Vi and Caitlyn, I'm expecting them to be together through all of this. Jinx has had so much more attention drawn to her character than Vi has, but Vi has gone on quite the arc this season as well, having to be an enforcer and then being concluded about how Jinx is and then kind of seeing Powder come back a bit, and Caitlyn as well. The only thing I wish there was last episode was a little bit more depth to Caitlyn and how she came to trust Vi again. I can understand there doesn't need to be any more depth to it because there's so much history between the 2 characters, and Caitlyn instantly understood what was going on between Vi and Vander. And look, there's only so much room to fit everything in 9 episodes, and they're doing a really good job. But I think where we end up with Vi and Caitlyn is hopefully where everyone wants that to be. Now getting into the interesting stuff. So Jace and Victor, look, I didn't really catch this last episode because there was so much going on, but Victor draws attention to what's going on with Jace. Now, Jace is clearly different after his experience with Hextech. He was touched by the Arcane, but it seems like something else is driving him, something different to what was driving Victor. Been talking a lot about the Void. Like, I think there's a very good chance because of what Jace experienced being underground and the things that were happening there, this might be where the Void comes into play. And look at his hammer, like it's so different to what's happened to Victor. Maybe the Void is trying to work through Jace somehow. And Jace was seeing some visions as well, like of the people that Victor had helped, like they were changing in his mind. It was really interesting. I want to see more about that. And of course, Victor's not dead. I promise you, the final glorious evolution. Victor's not dead. He's coming back, whether it's through Echo or the Arcane or Void or whatever. He's going to be back and we're going to see him in all his glory like he is in League. I need that. Mel is going to have a massive role to play in this final act. She is the child of Ambessa Medada and someone of the Black Rose. Like, she has these powers. She's able to see things. We're going to find out exactly what all of that means. But man, I am interested in it. I would love to see a little bit more of the Black Rose. I want to see LeBlanc. The Black Rose is way too involved at this point for them not to give me, you know, some solid, like, LeBlanc League of Legends champion thing, you know? And I imagine Ambessa is going to be relevant in that as well, because it seems like Ambessa had a child with someone of the Black Rose. I'm very excited to see what happens around all of that. That's arguably one of the things I'm the most interested in. Now, Echo and Heimer, look, these boys have a lot of work to do in these last 3 episodes. Echo specifically. Any League of Legends players, you know, Echo is able to manipulate time. I spoke about this earlier. He's able to do it, we've seen, in multiple ways. In League, he can only rewind himself, but maybe he could also use the Z drive, I believe it's called, to rewind other people. And specifically, I'm looking at Isha, I'm looking at Vander, I'm looking at Jace, Victor. I don't know how it's all going to work, but these are just theories. I don't want these people to be dead or all the bad things that have happened to him. Like, we know Echo can potentially undo them. And we've also seen an instance in Echo's, I think his cinematic, where he can rewind everything but himself. So you look at what Jace has experienced through all of this. Now, he could be the way he is because he's now fused with that little hex tech gemstone thing he has. But clearly, Heimer and Echo, whenever they come out of this, they are going to be changed. I don't know how Echo is going to get the Z drive. Maybe they get knowledge of it from this. I don't know specifically what's going to happen with Heimer, but they're going to have a massive role to play in this as well. I'm very excited to see what could potentially happen. And now I'm at the point where, what's the end goal of Arcane, you know? Where are we going to end up? I'm getting to a place where it's kind of going to be where we started. There's a separation between Piltover and Zorn because that's how things are in League of Legends lore. Jinx ends up living in Zorn, maybe not necessarily ruling it. Maybe just too much has happened at this point. Maybe Jinx, you know, can't come back as Powder with Vander gone. Kate and Vi, you know, are enforcers up in Piltover. Maybe we do get a peace treaty. I really don't know. And then are they going to be deaths? Because I've been going through this and this is just what makes sense in my mind. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. But if you're a League of Legends champion, you have plot armor. You're not going to die. Vander might not die. Like, there is a chance that what Isha did doesn't kill Vander and just kills Isha, which would be tragic in its own right. But Singed, Jace, Victor, Echo, Heimer, Vi, Caitlyn, Jinx, and Bessa. I hope I haven't missed anyone. None of them can die in my head. I am more than welcome to being surprised by that. I can see a world where Jinx dies. I can see a world where Ambessa dies. I can see Victor dying properly after all of this. Jace, Kate, Vi, I would be shocked if something bad happens to them. But I don't know, just completely surprise me. I know it's going to be fantastic. Like, I just know it. I'm a little bit late, but I am completely spoiler free. I've been dodging everything. And very, very last thing, I will be watching the last 3 episodes with subtitles on. I didn't for the first 6 because I didn't like the way they were on the screen, but after watching back, I've noticed I've actually missed a few things because the subtitles weren't on, like song lyrics, for example, or a couple of lines that have been so quiet you can't hear them without subtitles. So subtitles will be on these last 3 episodes. But through all of that, it's time for episode 7. Appreciate all of y'all for sticking through all of that. I know that was a long intro, but I'm getting all of my thoughts out there now so I can just go into these next 3 episodes, just lock in, be in the moment, and appreciate them. Because like I've been saying, I think these could be the best 3 episodes of anything I've ever seen. All right, episode 7, pretend like it's the first time. Yeah, I've got nothing from that. All right, let's do it. I am shitting myself. Oh, it's Echo, and wait, has that been different? Every episode? I haven't noticed. Hold on. I mean, that looked like Echo. It's Echo. I'm sitting up immediately. Yep. I like that. Ticking. Look at him.
You're beyond help.
Hello?
Oh, relax, jump.
Oh, this is an alternate reality if I've ever seen one.
Did you just throw that?
Because she looks like... Has he just popped into this? Benzo?
Seven sumps is all this racket.
Oh, what could have been, man.
You know those ugly twins. Genius and madness.
Oh no, mate. So this is what the... Right, so you can see what's happened there. The Arcane has just popped Echo into this alternate reality of what could have been. We know he had a little thing for Powder, and he's still working with Benzo. They both are. It's perfect. But there was a lot of little things there. There was like the ticking of the clock, the time, there were firelight masks. This really makes me question what Jace experienced properly and what Heimer is experiencing as well. But let's get into it. Let's get about it. Okay, we're still here. What's this gonna show him? What's this gonna teach him? Or are we just gonna see what frickin'... Oh, f*** off. I'm swearing already, it's over.
Hey, Space Boy. I'm not talking to myself over here.
Haha!
What is up with you? You've been out of it all day.
I'd watch a whole series of just this.
Feel like I woke up in the wrong universe.
This is what happens when you stay up all night. There's still plenty of time before the competition.
What competition?
We'll work out the kinks. I've got you.
He's gonna figure out the Z drive from here. Also, that's crazy.
Sounds royalty.
Oh, piss off!
Well, we finally got the hybrids to feed off the Fisher gases, but the conversion rate's way too low. Cultivating the soil, infusing the
Saviko?
water, it's no luck.
I'll be right back.
Oh, stop it, mate.
No.
Is he drawing like the Arcane?
Hey, Guard. Oh, do the
It's not
Kim
Saviko.
sisters have another show coming up?
I can't with Powder like
What would
this,
they do
man.
without you?
Where's Vi?
As good as it feels to pour everyone's drink, you need to fill your own cup every now and again.
Let me guess. You think I'm holding myself back?
You're too smart to spend your life in a bar.
Oh, it's Donga. Does he know? Are they like together in this alternate universe? Wouldn't that be crazy?
One can't go shouting from the rooftops about being thrust into parallel dimensions without awkward consequences.
Uh-huh.
The anomaly which dislodged us from our proverbial reality also scattered us across time.
And Donga's just so chill with it.
How long have you been here?
1,128 days, 6 hours, and 20 minutes.
So you've just been waiting for me all this time?
Precisely. Or rather, imprecisely.
Waiting for him to like wake up, I guess. Wow.
What about Jace? Is he here?
I fear he may have wound up elsewhere.
Yeah, he's doing stuff. Might be
Please
because of
tell
his
me you
hex
figured
tech
out a
thing.
way to get us home.
That is a veritable conundrum. I'm afraid hex tech was never invented here.
No anomaly.
They figure it out here, bro.
This place will grow on you, you'll see.
Donga's resigned to being here.
I have people back home who need me.
Oh, this is
We
great.
don't belong here.
And yet, we can't leave.
I was gonna go see Vi.
Vi?
You wanna come?
Yeah.
What have we done?
Not working. I might get something a little bit here, man.
Is anyone out there?
It's almost like the Shadow Isles.
You.
Or the original one that
Did you
saved
bring
him.
me here?
I feel like he's here forever, right? Because he gets the beard and shit. Oh. It's kind of like Victor in some ways, but also what Jace was seeing.
No,
Running from something.
it can't be.
Oh, that's just Piltover.
What's with the third degree, Echo? We've been working on this project
Vision
for
of the
months.
future if Hex Tech continues to exist.
You had one of your funky dreams about an energy storage device that you swore would win the competition, so you came to me for help.
I came to you.
This must be so hard for Echo trying to figure out like this life he's been dropped into.
Sorry, sis.
I knew she was
Someone's
dead.
looking out over
I
this
just
project and
fucking
having
knew
identity
it.
crisis again.
She's dead? How?
That's not funny, Echo.
Yeah, I get it from Powder's perspective.
Just because you're having a bad day, don't take it out on me.
How did she
Is
die?
it you?
Oh my god.
You gave us the tip. We went on that job because of you.
Oh, okay, okay. That's where the paths
That's why there's no
diverged.
Hextech here.
Yeah. Dude! Oh, this timeline is pissing me off. Like, it's really good, don't get me wrong, but to look at what could have been in all the situations is so much. Oh, I'm so glad they're paying so much attention to Echo. I feel like that's really been missing this season going into this. The border? The bridge. Oh, yeah. What if he stayed, man? I wonder if he's thinking about that. I mean, look at this place. Look at the two different places that they're in. Echo's in like this absolute utopia just about of an alternate timeline. Oh my god, stop it with this. And look at where Jace is. Two different Piltovers. Hextech versus no Hextech. But now Echo needs Hextech to get back.
This ain't goodbye no more.
That's uncomfortable. Yep, yep. There was an explosion. Marcus? What a throwback, man. Well, hopefully that's enough. It's almost like there was some massive explosion where Jace is. The tree, that's good. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at Donga. Can Donga be singing? This is TFT skin, by the way. Oh my god, bro. It's heavy, like a crown. Now, is there something here? God, there's gotta be something here, man. Oh, nah. This is what he was seeing last episode in the people that Victor helped. Images of this. Oh! Bro, what's good with this hammer? Ow! And then he woke up with a beard.
You think you can recreate the anomaly with these?
That's the theory.
Inconceivable.
Donga voice lines this episode.
Tampering with the Arcane never ends well, lad. The risk is far too great.
As Jace is seeing.
You said I was your pupil. I need a professor. Better yet, a partner.
Yeah, oh, the Jace Victor parallels are crazy.
How could I forsake a brilliant lad in need?
Oh, the difference yeah, again, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he treats Echo differently to Jace now. Bro, I love this show. Oh. Now it seems like everything here is like one living thing. Is it Arcane? Is it Void? I just want it to be Void. Just a little bit. Show me Belveth. Ah, don't do it. I don't like it. Jesus, mate. What's that? His hammer's slowly turning, man.
I was trying to create magic.
It's your time now, Jace.
Oh.
Please.
Exactly like this.
Beard. So he's done all this with what he can find? I can't remember if there was something to do with his leg last episode. Music's building. Slowly but surely he's getting out. These colors taken over, or am I tripping? It wasn't like this before.
Watch your step. We're almost there.
Dragging me through the...
I can't with powder like this, man. It's just so different.
Painted this?
Oh, is it Vi?
I had this dream where things went another way.
She looks so badass.
Yeah, well played, well played.
She was the toughest person in all of Zon. Nothing scared her.
No, not my sister.
You were different in my dream too.
Oh yeah, Buster? Is that what this is about? You want me to change?
No, you aren't the kind of person who helps other people with their projects. Your ideas change the world. I can't shake the feeling that that's who you're supposed to be.
I like my life.
Oh.
I don't want to lose what makes me... me.
This goes back to what Vanda was saying too. Now there's more here in both timelines.
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind.
You're a real mystery, aren't you, mister? Alright, out with it. What do you want from me?
Oh, bro. He needs her help with it. Bro, I want to see how this actually happened. Maybe like the hex gates exploded or something, I don't know. What did Victor say last episode? Her ideas could be used to create, not destroy. And now with the very thing that she destroyed so much with in both timelines, she's gonna create to help Donna and Echo get back. I can't with this, bro. Like, I'm racking my brain, like, how does Echo get the Z drive or whatever it's called through all of this? This is insane. Now when he gets back and he sees Jinx in the real... he's gonna see us so differently. These shots they're doing with them on either side, like there's still a divide between them, you know? That's looking like the anomaly, man. It's just a baby.
Golly, we've done it.
And Hymus said it was impossible.
So, what does it do? So, what does it do?
Oh, shit!
No, I didn't.
It's a time loop.
Yeah?
A time loop? A
Time loop. I was playing with inversions on Jace's acceleration room.
Acceleration gate.
I don't know, a second?
Try going back further.
Ah,
Take it
seconds.
slow, lad.
Yep.
4. The limit is 4 seconds.
Okay.
Are you certain, my boy?
Okay.
What were the indicators?
Don't tell him.
Trust me, it's 4 seconds. We aren't done.
Yeah, but how do they... Ugh.
Please go change before the party.
They're killing me, these two. Howard is going back
I know
for...
how to give it a boost.
Okay, here.
You can start by attending your party. One's thoughts are more easily gathered in isolation. And what's the point of a device like this if you don't enjoy the time you have?
Facts. Go be in the moment. You've got all the time you need now. Oh, I love that with the big clock in the back. Bro, Jace is playing only up right now. The hex gates? Oh, bro, please be something in here. Oh, bro, please. They're teasing me.
There he is. Where's the little lady?
Not sure. She said something about making an entrance.
That's in character.
She does love a spectacle, eh?
Oh, God.
Hey, in case I don't remember to tell you tomorrow, you've always meant the world to me, Benzo.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Hey. Making the big man misty, are you? These damn allergies.
I'm not coping with a lot of this.
Dad has been raving about your Z drive.
Z drive.
Can't remember the last time I saw her so alive.
Oh, don't say that.
So, there's a chance for us yet.
You
Didn't think I'd miss your big day.
I was waiting till they showed
try
him.
to kill him?
Greatest thing we can do in life is find the power to forgive.
Did he get the letter in this timeline? Oh no. Interesting. Why French? I think I know why it's French now. I'm gonna try to enjoy this because it's something I never thought I'd get to see, but it's not gonna last.
Some night.
It's beautiful.
Where'd you learn those moves?
I was just following your lead.
He's got lines.
Hey, I just want to thank you. You know, for everything. I used to dream the Undercity could be like this. But somewhere, I got consumed by all the ways it wasn't. I gave up on it. Gave up on you.
I've never seen you give up on anything, Echo.
You ever wish you could just stay in one moment?
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind.
Sorry,
No, it's...
Can we just pretend like it's the first time?
There it is. Thank you. Yeah, I knew this was coming. I've had a lot of thoughts through that. At least Echo got something of a happy ending. I wonder if Jinx ever will. Well, at least he got to experience that, I mean. Hello? Oh, oh, ho, 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 ho. Is that not him? That's really cool. If there's something there, I'm not catching it. I'm not gonna lie.
Echo, my lad, you're just in time.
They're gonna go now. Yeah, look. My thoughts then go to, did Jace do this?
This is where it all started, isn't it? The end of Piltover. Because of Hextech.
Yeah.
Why did you ever give me this?
Ah.
It doesn't have to go this way, right? Send me back.
Oh. With that hammer, he's going to stop this from happening. You know, like it makes sense. Does beg the question though, why did he give Jace the little gemstone then?
I must say that since I've met you, lad, I've truly lived.
What?
Wait, no.
Everything, wait.
He's not going back? With the goggles on, man. Goggles on! I think that's a Jace voice line too.
I swear it.
We're all going back. With completely different perspectives. I'm so sick if Dong is not coming back, man. I never want to see this timeline again. Does she understand? The dream. Remember the dream. So is this Echo dead?
Powder?
No. Oh, thank fuck. That was so much. What have you got for us at the end here? I can't believe we spent an entire f***ing episode in 2 different timelines. Now there's only 2 episodes left and essentially nothing's happened. Chronologically, I mean. That's a crazy word to say after all that. Oh my god, I could have never ever expected anything like this, but it was perfect, man. It's exactly what it needed to be. Alrighty, now this episode is gonna have a very, very special place in my memories after this is all said and done. I like this kind of little nod to what Victor said in the previous episode, like he saw through Vander what Zorn could have been, and now we get to see it. Like I really wanted to see this, but I think now that they've shown us this, plus Piltover from what Jace experienced, we're not going to see either of those things going forward. And like I said, I'm so happy that Echo got to have that moment with Powder, so at least he got to experience that. But I think back in the present, in the I guess original timeline, it kind of makes me feel like Jinx is going to have an opposite ending. I really don't know. But what a way to start us off. Like, you drop Echo in at this very specific point in time, and Donga's been there for like, what, 3 or 4 years, I think? Just waiting and just having the time of his life. And he was happy. Like, he was concluded that there was no way to go back. There was no Hex Tech. But look at Zorn. Almost everyone's alive outside of Vi. I knew as soon as they weren't showing Vi, I knew she was going to be dead. We saw Milo, Klaga, Benzo. And it just hits like Echo and Benzo. Like, you know what it is. Silco as well later on. Dude, it's just... God, they've timed all of this so well. But the point where the timelines converge is literally episode 1 of the whole series. That's awesome. So instead of what we know happened, Vi died. So someone actually died because of the gemstones, and it seemed like Powder might have kept the rest of them potentially. But Hextech was never invented. That was the point of all this. Vi died, and everyone else survived. And look at this, like, you sacrifice one person and look just how much, you hate to say it, but look how much things are better. Like, it was fantastic, but I never want to see this timeline again. I never want to see Powder like that again, because it just hurts. It just hurts knowing what has happened and what's probably going to happen. But crikey, did they need this episode though. Like, I was thinking like Echo and Donga are going to play a massive part here, and we've barely seen them in 6 episodes. So this was just perfect. Like, Echo's just in the game now, and all of this to get the Z drive. Like, you knew it was going to happen. The how was just like impossible for me. And all of this just absolutely beautifully paralleled with Jace in another alternate timeline of what Hextech really does, of what the Arcane is like. And Hymer was right all along. But the question still lingers. Why did this being, whatever it is, give Jace the little crystal thing to begin with, if this is what it was going to lead to? Was it all for this purpose, so it would send Jace back to kill Victor, to remove Hextech, so whatever this thing is, potentially Void, potentially Black Rose, could then take over? But why give Jace the thing in the first place? Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. That is a question I really want answered. Everything else lines up and makes sense right now. I mean, we've just seen what the world looks like without Hextech. It's absolutely fantastic. It just doesn't have Vi in it, which is shit. But does our original timeline ever get to this point that Echo's just experienced it from where it is now? I don't see it. It certainly won't get to the point that Jace experiences it either. I'm sure I could put a number to it, because I'm pretty sure Jace was marking how many days he was down there for, as well as doing whatever else he was doing on the wall. He had the same like anomaly drawing on there as Echo did that he was sketching. But I wonder if Jace's drawings were 1 to keep him sane, or 2 to maybe help him create the thing that helped his leg get better. Either way, he was absolutely going through it. But I'm glad we have the context as to how Jace became the way he was in episode 6. I immediately understood why Jace did to Victor what he did, right? It's what Victor was asking for. It's what they should have done. And you knew it was because of whatever he experienced when he touched the Arcane, that was going to be the reason for him to do this. But now we've actually seen it as well. But how everything comes together, like in terms of Echo and Jace, it's going to be really interesting. Like, is Donga gone? Like, is there going to be no more Donga in our timeline? Oh, dude, no, no, that's not allowed. I hope I haven't misinterpreted that. My head was all over the place. No, he's gone. Did he go with, or did he just completely evaporate? The way he was talking to Echo was like he wasn't coming back. Like he wasn't going with him. Nah, I promise you we see Donga in the next 2 episodes. There's no way they do that. Bro, and this whole sequence between Echo and Powder, like the way she likes to make an entrance. Yes, she does. The dancing together, the French music, I get it now. Like, it's romantic. Maybe the music wasn't romantic, but France as a whole, symbolic of romance. They have their dance and they're really nice moment, you know, sitting out there together. It's just like, I never thought it could possibly get to this point, and maybe it still can't in the original timeline, but for them to give us this is such a treat. Pretend like it's the first time, man, because for Echo it is, and possibly the only time. Dude, and just what they're talking about, like, don't you wish you could stay in a moment? All of this talk about time and seconds, there was so much symbolism around it this episode. Even just them being down in the same little area as Jinx has like her hideout in, it's just a lot. Echo with the big painting of Vi, like the parallels are just, there are so many of them. It's crazy that quote unquote the best timeline, Vi dies. But if our timeline becomes like the best timeline, look at how much has happened. I don't think it can become the best timeline, but okay, so the common denominator here is that Echo and Jace have both seen what Hextech not being in the world looks like, but they've seen it in very different ways. But the common denominator is no more Hextech. So Jace has got rid of Victor. His hammer that he has, I don't know if it's Hextech now. It might be something completely different. There's still so much to happen though. So, okay, here's the thing. So Echo has the Z drive. Can he only go back 4 seconds though, is my question. Because he was able to go, I guess, all the way back. It's still interesting though, because like, look, time is a very difficult thing to tamper with in shows. Well, I guess you could just say that Donga tampered with it so much and he figured out a way to send them back, you know, to the timeline. But I'm like, if you're going back in time, that would only help them if they go back to the point where, you know, the timelines like split and made it so what happened in the original timeline happened, right? I get dizzy talking about this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Echo now has the ability, to go back in time. Now, he doesn't go back. Everything around him does, which is what happens in his cinematic. That's not what happens to him in League. In League, he rewinds himself and heals. But I don't know, maybe he can change it. I don't know. I have so many questions. Like, they've just, I did want to have better discussions these episodes, but this was definitely an ode to the fans, this episode. I know I'm going to pick up on a whole bunch of things when I go back and edit it, but I'm very happy just to move on now, because that was one of the most unique experiences I've had in this show. And I don't know how they keep doing this to me. I love that the timeline like goes on though. Like Echo wakes up in the timeline in Powder's arms and it goes on. But Powder saw who we know as Echo. Like, did she understand like that dream he was talking about? You know, they just made a time machine effectively. God, that's something. God, this Powder pisses me off. Like not in a bad way. It's just like, look at what could have been. Like that's what pisses me off. In the best way. Is that my favorite episode? I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to watch the last 2 episodes. But that is just a crazy way to start off this final act. Now we've only got 2 episodes and we've handled nothing in the present. That's wild. I'm gonna go and watch those 2 episodes now. I'm gonna get the full picture. I definitely got emotional at least 5 times that episode. I was definitely crying at 1.2. Pretty sure the camera didn't pick that up, so that's always a good thing. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next episode of Arcane.